Hello and welcome back to freeCodeCamp's Applied Accessibility section. This is avoid colorblindness issues by using sufficient contrast. Color is a large part of visual design, but its use introduces two accessibility issues. First, color alone should not be used as the only way to convey important information because screen reader users won't see it. Second, foreground and background colors need sufficient contrast so colorblind users can distinguish them. Previous challenges covered having text alternatives to address the first issue. The last challenge introduced contrast checking tools to help with the second. The WCAG recommended contrast ratio of 4.5 to 1 applies for color use as well as grayscale combinations. Colorblind users have trouble distinguishing some colors from others, usually in hue, but sometimes lightness as well. You may recall that contrast ratio is calculated using the relative luminance or lightness values of the foreground and background colors. In practice, the 4.5 to 1 ratio can be reached by darkening the darker color and lightening the lighter one with the aid of a color contrast checker. Darker colors on the color wheel are considered to be blues, violets, magentas, and reds, whereas lighter colors are oranges, yellows, greens, and blue-greens. Campercat is experimenting with using color for his blog text and background, but his current combination of a greenish background color with maroon text color has a 2.5 to 1 contrast ratio. You can easily adjust the lightness of the colors since he declared them using the CSS HSL property, which stands for hue, saturation, lightness. By changing the third argument, increase the background color lightness value from 35 to 55 and decrease the color lightness value from 20% to 15%. This improves the contrast to 5.9 to 1. So that is above that 4.5 to 1. But let's look at here. We have that color. Let's completely surprise ourselves by how that's going to look. So here's our color. Like it says here, we want the background color lightness from 35 to 55. 35 to 55. Decrease the color lightness value. Here's our color. Here's the HSL. And we want to do the 20% to 15%. Which, again, these three arguments target three different things. And like it says here, it's hue, saturation, and lightness. So let's look at this. I want to see how nicer it looks. Way better. The contrast between the two colors allow you to easily see the text. It's very, it pops out. So as long as we stay above that 4.5 to 1 ratio, it's gonna look good. So let's run test. And we did pass. Important. These last few lessons have really been improving color and visibility, and again here we're helping those who are colorblind. So as long as you guys are understanding that, really check out the last lesson and look at those ratios to see which ones are best when creating a accessible website. I'll see you guys in the next video.